Notre Dame is about to embark on a massive recruiting weekend, and we got Blue Gold recruiting insider Mike Singer on today's video to take us behind the scenes of this one. Now, the Irish also landed a big commitment this week from a legacy prospect. We're going to get into it, but Notre Dame fans, do me a favor. We need you to be a part of this channel, so hit subscribe for me, please. All right, let's bring on Mike Singer from Blue Gold. And Mike, we got a big visit weekend on tap. We're going to get to that in a second. I want to cover this latest commitment, and that comes from 6'3", 185-pound wide receiver out of Atlanta, Georgia, named Jerome Bettis Jr. Yes, the son of Jerome Bettis, NFL Hall of Famer, beloved Notre Dame alum. What does Junior's film show?
You know, he's definitely taller than his dad at 6'3", and I've seen him in person many times. He's a legit 6'3". The size is there, plus length. Pretty solid route runner, catches the ball comfortably. I think this is a nice get for the Fighting Irish. He also looks really good at safety, and I know that Notre Dame is intrigued with his film on the defensive side of the ball. So while some skeptics might just think, oh, they're just taking this commitment because it's Jerome Bettis' son, and talking to sources behind the scenes in South Bend, there is legitimate excitement about this prospect. Mm-hmm. Again, 6'3", 185 pounds verified, looks good on both sides of the ball. I think at least you're getting a solid special teams player and a rotational guy at receiver or safety. And that's, I think, at the very low end. At the high end, you could get, a really good boundary possession receiver, or if he does move to safety, someone who can help support, in run defense. And then, of course, in pass defense on the back end. So I think it's a pretty solid get for the Fighting Irish here, Josh.
Yeah, I agree. Film doesn't lie, and he can absolutely play, and I love his measurables at 6'3", 185. Want to talk about quarterback Duce Knight because he is currently on campus right now in South Bend. Big to get him back. Where did things stand with his recruitment/commitment to Notre Dame? It's turning time, and I don't want you to miss any of the action for March Madness, so here's what we're going to do to watch all the games. Prime Video is streaming every tournament game live with a subscription to either Paramount or Max, and, lots of these games are on while we're at work. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to log on, sneak in these games while you're on the clock, and Prime Video has you covered. Watch every game live on your phone, on your laptop, or relax and watch it at home on Prime Video with a subscription. It's March. It's madness, and you can stream it all on Prime Video.
How about this, Josh? You're going to love this. He arrived in the South Bend airport around midnight Wednesday and was greeted by a handful of reporters. Like when Duce Knight gets to South Bend, it's a big deal. So, yeah, several media members were there seeing him. It's a huge visit. I mean, ever since that Atlanta Under Armour camp where you have so many media there, people are interviewing him. They're asking him questions about where things stand. It felt like every day for a couple weeks there in mid-February, there's a new story about Duce Knight and, is he going to visit this school or what's he thinking? Which schools is he talking to? Where do things stand with the SEC programs in Colorado? That's kind of quieted down a little bit. Yeah. He's getting back to South Bend. Again, got to campus late Wednesday, and I believe he leaves Sunday. So it's a long visit, or it might be Saturday night, but long visit, great opportunity for him to get around the other commits. Mike Denbrock, Notre Dame's new offensive coordinator. It's actually his third time in South Bend on the staff. Notre Dame was able to pull him away from LSU. He thinks the world of Denbrock. Duce actually tweeted out a picture Thursday. It was a TV screen and it said, "You're next." And on the left side, you had Desmond Ridder. On the right side, Jaden Daniels. Of course, those are guys that, Denbrock has coached. And Gino Guidugli was at Cincinnati when Denbrock was there as quarterback's coach. So the academic side of things, Duce loves it. But Duce has said, look, it's also football. The football, I'm here to go to the league. Yeah, Notre Dame's got a really good opportunity to kind of solidify him even more, and then, hope that the outcome of this is, I'm not visiting any other schools for sure. So we'll see how it goes.
As of now, there's no other visits on his slate, correct?
Yeah, not to my knowledge. He'll probably be back for the Blue Gold game April 20th, back for an official visit in June. If there's another school to be concerned with, in my opinion, it's Alabama. But follow the visits, Josh. If he visits there, we'll see.
Yeah.
But right now, nothing to be concerned about for me.
And Alabama's heavily involved with Julian Lewis. They're recruiting other quarterbacks as well. And getting Duce Knight back on campus for a multi-day visit that is not an official visit is big. Sounds like he's going to do it again around the spring game, so that's another trip to Notre Dame without using that official visit just yet. So I like where things are setting up, but like you said, keep an eye on, just if he does set up visits. But I'm sure you guys are going to talk to him on his exit from the visit, and we'll see what he has to say about that. Now, I don't think this is a coincidence. Wide receiver Derrik Meadows, who goes 6'5", 185 from Bishop Gorman, he's on campus with Duce Knight, trending heavily to Notre Dame. Is this one that they can close out, or do you think it goes a little bit longer?
My guess would be it goes a little bit longer, just because he really blew up in January. Alabama, Georgia, Michigan, handful of other schools dishing out scholarships to him. So Notre Dame offered him last June, though. They were one of the first schools after him. So they have that ability to say, hey, we've been loving you since June. All these other schools are just now seeing it in January. So I think that is giving them a help in their leg up. But with those other schools offering in January, I think it's kind of a situation where he's going to want to see some other programs still just to compare to Notre Dame. But he dominated at their Irish Invasion camp last June, which is where he got the offer, returned for the Pittsburgh game at the end of October in 2023, back this weekend, and also set up for an official visit in June. He's admitted to On3 that Notre Dame is his leader. I think that this ends up with a Notre Dame commitment. Just might take a little bit longer than the staff would hope for. Not a lock by any stretch, but I'm in agreement with you. Notre Dame is the team that's definitely trending here.
Yeah, and he's on campus, so just keep an eye on. Let me know if he does decide to commit. Notre Dame, 6th ranked recruiting class last night. Alabama jumped them with the commitment of Duke Johnson. Alabama 5th, Notre Dame now 6th. What's next for this class? Is there anybody that Notre Dame wants or needs to land before summer recruiting months kind of get going? Inside Scoop fans, listen up. College football, the season's wrapped. That means it's time to get out and enjoy other things. I know it's all about college football, but there are other events to attend. I'm here in Nashville. Last week, I decided to go to a hockey game. But guess what? The tickets were sold out. That can be a problem for some people. Finding tickets before a game can be an absolute nightmare, but do not let this be the way your 2024 goes. That's why I'm here to tell you all about Game Time. It's a fast and easy way to buy tickets for all the big-time matchups. Game Time app is great, easy to use, and it works in any city, any team, and you get the best price guarantee. So don't stress over getting into your favorite team's games anymore. There's only so many big games each year, and you need to get these tickets at the best prices. In Game Time, that's where it is the place to be for last-minute ticket deals. Forget planning months in advance. Game Time has deals on tickets right up to the day of the event. Game Time is obsessed with finding ways to help you save money, like zone deals. This is where you pick a section and Game Time picks the seats for big savings. So here's what we're going to do. Snag the tickets without stress with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code INSIDESCOOP for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and use code INSIDESCOOP for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last-minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed.
Yeah, Meadows would be a great one. I mean, they do a really good job, Josh, of like laying out all of the different times they want a top target to visit. Camp going into their junior year, and then a fall visit junior year, come back in the winter, and then the spring, and then the summer official visit, and we'll lock you up. So there's a lot of guys that, like a Meadows, they would like to land before the summer. I don't know if that'll be the case. They could take up to 5 receivers in this class. They got 3 committed. We just talked about Meadows. Raiden Vines-Bright from IMG Academy, originally from Arizona. He's another one. I believe he's also visiting this weekend and then back in June. So, yeah, I mean, receivers definitely a position to watch. But otherwise, offense is pretty much locked in. Could be some movement here and there. Maybe they take in a 4th offensive lineman to be determined. And here's a really interesting thing. They have 18 commitments.
I know.
The past few years, Notre Dame's kind of been in that 22 to 24 range. They could get up to around 27 in terms of high school commitments because we're not expecting them to go as deep into the transfer portal this upcoming off season. as they have the past few years under Marcus Freeman. So the defensive side of the ball is really what you're looking at. Could they take one or two more defensive linemen, one or two more linebackers, a couple more defensive backs? The cornerback board is in a really interesting spot, Josh. Tons of high-level corners they're after. Are they able to land any? Mark Zachary from Indy, Ben Davis is a big one on campus right now. This weekend. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye on him. Answering your original question about could there be someone who pops before June, he would be one to keep an eye on, as well as Dallas Golden, a cornerback listed as a safety. Notre Dame's recruiting him as a cornerback from Tampa.
Yeah, and you're right. The staff understands the process of getting guys to commit. There's kind of points of contact, right? You got to get them in for the spring. You got to get them for the spring game. Then you get them in for the summer OV, and then you close, kind of like you said. So it's a process to get them. And what that means is there are guys taking visits to Notre Dame right now that are on campus that will probably end up in Notre Dame's class. But, when that becomes official, we have to just wait it out and, wait through the process, I guess. So Mike Singer, Blue Gold, you guys are going to be active all weekend with these visitors on campus. Can't wait to see what Duce Knight has to say. Appreciate you taking some time to stop by the Inside Scoop today.
Anytime. Thank you, Josh.
Thank you for watching this video. And if you enjoyed that, go check out the hundreds of videos that we have on this channel. And also do me a favor, hit subscribe to the On3 Recruits channel.